A series of powerful tornadoes tore through 6 American states over the weekend, killing at least 90 people. Tornadoes are destructive storms in which powerful winds move around a central point. One of the tornadoes moved through Mayfield, a small town in Kentucky. The storm caused widespread destruction there and killed at least 8 people. The 8 people confirmed dead in Mayfield worked in a candle factory that was destroyed in the storm. 8 more workers at the factory remain missing. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear had earlier feared up to 100 people may have been killed in his state. But on Sunday he reduced that estimate down to as low as 50. Mayfield is a town of about 10,000 people. Judy Burton is a Mayfield local who spoke to the Associated Press about the storm. She said she was able to take shelter in the basement of her apartment building with her dog and other people before the tornado hit. When observing the damage later, she could not believe the storm's destructive path. As she looked up at what used to be her third-floor apartment, Burton could still see her clothes hanging, but the walls were gone. Across the street, a damaged church was closed up. A restaurant where neighbors often gathered for lunch was lost in the destruction. "It's gone. It's terrible, just terrible. I'm shaking," Burton told the AP. "It's going to take me a while to settle my nerves." Burton cannot imagine a single family in town not mourning after the disaster. She says Mayfield is the kind of place where everyone is somehow connected to everyone else. In Mayfield, hundreds of buildings and homes were reduced to nothing. Many structures that were still standing had their roofs torn off. Streets were filled with clothes, fallen trees, and material from buildings. Local officials said the fire station was inoperable and most of the town's police cars were destroyed. Burton said she worries about her neighbor and her dog. They are feared among the dead, as they were probably unable to escape as walls collapsed around them. Shelters were set up in the area with donations and volunteers coming in from several surrounding communities. At the shelters, people could get food, water, and clothes. Megan Ralph is a teacher who volunteered to oversee operations at a shelter. She told the AP that hundreds of her neighbors were left with nothing. But, she added, "We will recover, absolutely. We're small but mighty." Kentucky was the hardest hit state. In Illinois, 6 workers were killed at an Amazon goods storage center after the building collapsed. A nursing home was hit in Arkansas, causing one of that state's 2 deaths. 4 people were reported dead in Tennessee, while officials in Missouri said 2 people died. I'm